Howdy y'all, IHC Banjo here again. I told you I'd do a little bit of informational videos on tractors, certain models, and so this one goes out to John Deere Man 2009. He was one of the last comments I had on the favorite tractors video I posted last. He said he liked the 730 wide front John Deere. He liked wheel horses and also Rumley Oilpulls, which is, I'll talk about a Rumley Oilpull in this video. Also, I've gotten comments that people like the Farmall M's and 140s, 460s, 504s, the Super A's. Thank you to Redneck Cop 3 for liking that ring I've got. I believe it was my class ring. I've also got a Ripple flag ring on the other finger. Fords are good. Owsley Folk Music said they like Fords. Tractor 140 of course likes Farmall's. Farmall 51's pretty self-explanatory. Carolina Country Guy says he likes the old garden tractors, mostly IH Cub Cadets. Redneck Cop 3 likes the Farmalls, and of course, as I said, this one is for John Deere Man 2009 on Rumley Oilpull. So, just to give you a little background history on Rumley Oilpull, if I can get my book straight here. Sorry about that. They were started in the the first part of the company had roots going back to 1852 when Minrad Rumley opened a blacksmith and machine shop at Portland, Indiana. And it scaled on up into the early 1900s whenever they made the first prototype of 1908 for a tractor, and then they made a lot of the prairie tractors, ones that were considered that because they broke the prairies. They were for some of the first tractors. And so the one I'm going to be talking about today, I only have a small picture. I'm getting my information here from this book. It's a standard catalog of farm tractors, second edition, 1890 to 1980. Of course, that's a Farmall Super M, good example of a Farmall Super M on the front. On the back is a big John Deere. As you can see, this book here got a lot of. It's got a list of 900 manufacturers and more than 1,500 images to tell you about the tractor world. If you want to know something, the book is. You can get the book for about $33 here in the U.S. and Canada for $39.99, 40 bucks. So, but the one I'll be talking about today is this little picture down here. If you can see it right there where my fingers are. It's a Type K 1220 model Rumley Oilpull. I picked this because John Deere Man 2009 said he likes Rumleys. And also, I had the chance to drive a 1220 Model K 1921 at a tractor show yesteryear in motion back home in Jamestown, North Carolina, which is near where I'm from Archdale, North Carolina. But they were a good tractor. They made them from 1918 to 1925. They were the smallest of the heavyweights, which is a heavier weight frame and everything. The 1220 used a 2-cylinder, 6-inch bore, and 8-inch stroke engine. It was rated for 560 RPMs. Generally underrated for its capacity. It was rated at 20 belt horsepower, but capable of 26 or more on the belt. They just didn't get it quite up to what it's saying what it could have been. But they were just a real good heavy tractor. I think they weighed about 6,400 pounds by what I was told by the fellow that owned the one that I drove. And actually, I'll show you here a picture of the one I drove. It's a color picture here. If I can get to it. Technology is interesting. But this tractor here was the one that I drove. I hope you can see it there. That was that 1321 1220 Model K. As you can see, it's in really good condition. And it's that tractor has 2 forward gears, 1 reverse, and only controls for your 3 gears, your foot brake, and your hand clutch, which latches back when you're stopped, and it will stop the tractor completely. It's, in a way, it's a brake in itself. It's for strong. And to go, you just push it forward and push it all the way forward, and it will latch in place. Then when you bring it back, just bring it back easy, or you'll throw somebody off the back. The person who's riding with you, you might even throw yourself off, so be careful with that. But it was the date this tractor was tested at Nebraska was May 1st to May 21st of 1920. It was the 10th test that they did at the Nebraska Tractor Test facility. The 1220 had a Bosch DU2 Magneta, was standard on that. Let's see here, just a little bit of extra information here. Two forward speeds were 2.1 and 3.26 miles an hour of blazing speed. For then it was. Nearly 26 belt horsepower was delivered in the maximum load. They came through with an efficiency of 10.82 horsepower hours per gallon of kerosene fuel, or 1.8555 gallons per hour, to be technical. Slightly more than 15 horsepower was developed on the maximum drawbar test. And this says they weighed about 6,600 pounds, so I was about 200 pounds off. This tractor went 2.02 miles an hour, the 1220 did, pulling 780 pounds. No major repairs were made during the 44 hours of testing of this tractor. So it's a pretty reliable tractor, it sounds. And of course, your Rumley Oilpulls, that's why they were named that. They were cooled on oil, so you didn't have to use water and antifreeze, and therefore you could run them in the wintertime and not freeze up, not have any problems with the radiator freezing. And I know I'm getting long-winded here, but just there's a lot of information to tell folks about these tractors. Your prices on here, these were 2005, so they're probably going to be a little higher or lower, just depending on where you're at. $10,000 for a basket case, $15,000 for grade number 3, which is mostly there and maybe running weekly. Number 2 was $25,000, and that is just your good. It's good condition, but it's not restored to immaculate. And you're immaculately restored. All the lugs are there or whatnot. Everything's there for $30,000. What is your highest price for grade 1? So if there's anything else you want to know, you can contact them about the 1220 Model K or anything else like that. Any other Rumleys or whatever you want to know, just contact me through comments down there and let me know how you like this video so I can know if I need to post any more. And just tell me what you'd like to see on here, what you'd like to see me talk about, hear me talk about, excuse me. Well, you can hear and see anyway. Just let me know, send me a message on here on YouTube, or leave me a comment, as I said before. So I shall conclude and say that I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope it taught you something you didn't know, or that it was just nagging at you. So I'll come back again soon with another informative recording. So y'all have a good evening now. Bye-bye.